Yep. So this is the match reaction. Arsenal, well, New Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal nil. And I'm going to be honest, I saw this coming as soon as I saw Lewis Grabham come. Well, the moment I knew that, you get them times when it's not your day. When I saw Eddie Nketiah go up for that header and he misses it like that again, I know he's got more ability than that. But that was when I said, and I saw Lewis Grabham come on, and I know Lewis. That's a player I used to always buy in Football Manager, but that's another story. So there was so much not to like about this performance. So much not to like. You know what it is? It was just a step. You know, you have to put it into context as well. Like you're gonna have rival fans chatting rubbish, and you just like always ignore them. But you put context on it, and there was so much not to like. The attitude, the attitude just didn't seem right. It's like we've seen these performances, but we haven't seen them for a long time. Performances like this, but we have to put some context on it, and we also have to put some realistic stuff on it. Um, I rewatched the game, and I saw I'm it's inexperience all over, and it's not just on the pitch, on the dugout, upstairs level. Let's break it down. Let's go straight. Let's go. Forget the game. We we for some reason I don't know if it's inexperience. I don't know if it's inexperience, but we for some reason let Maitland Ainsley Niles go for left us with no cover. Now a lot of fans were calling for Charlie Patino to start, and fair enough, he got his start. We're not going to knock that, but the we've only got two recognised centre midfielders, and Charlie Patino and Lokonga are those two. There's no experience in there. I think you can get away with playing one of the two with an experienced guy, but both of them, I think that's just massive inexperience. The season's going well. I don't know if it's overconfidence, but at what point do you think it's okay to let Maitland Niles go and leave us short in central midfield? If that's inexperience, I don't know. I don't know what's being set up and lined up. But if we go into the Spurs and Liverpool game with just two recognised, those are the two centre midfielders that we go into those games with. I think he's going to have to shake it up. I think he's going to have to really look at it. And the thing is, either way, it's going to be a problem because we've got the players that can come in and do a job for us will be coming in cold. Like they wouldn't have played much games. We've got some massive problems. So that was the first massive error because the one thing that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. Xhaka has picked up COVID, so he's out. Now we've got a game at Liverpool. Granted that we don't expect Mane or Salah to be there, but we've got a game up there and we go out there weak without recognised central midfielders. So you basically possibly could be throwing away the one opportunity at silverware. If we've just got to try and stay in that tie, but we are so short. Xhaka going away for 10 days, big problems. That's the first bit of inexperience. That's poor management. If we're out of the FA Cup because of it. That was another opportunity to get into Europe and secure Europe and more silverware. So that's gone. And on the other side, you can focus on the league, but yeah, that's poor, and it's another question mark on Mikel Arteta's man management. Now he does great things, and I'm not questioning Arteta. I'm behind Arteta 100%, but it doesn't mean I can't say when I think I don't agree with his decisions. Now, I looked back at Tavares his first half performance. Granted, there were some mistakes, and he was a bit lackluster, and he did get caught out of position couple of times. And then I think the last straw was when he got caught out of position, sprinting back, and then when the ball came down, he didn't take a touch. He could just pass it out. He just hoosed it straight back to them. I get that, but we're on half an hour. I think we can get to half time. You put your arm around him and say, "Listen up, let everyone buck up their ideas." But he hooks him. He hooks him off. And I watched back the performance, and it wasn't great, but there was a lot of poor performances. And just to hook him like that, I think you killed the kid. Like, I know we're not trying to. I think you can get to half time and say, look, we need this from you in the second half, and give him 10, 15 minutes to produce it. But now you've killed. I know you're trying to show a display, but it's sort of like you don't want to lose the dressing room. And I know people got a lot to learn, but hooking someone off after 33 minutes, I don't think that warranted. I don't think that warranted that. Leno came in, done a great job for us. Cedric, not good enough. Like, to be honest, that was so poor from Cedric. So poor from Cedric. Getting nutmegged and all sorts. And I think not having that third centre back that Tomiyasu provides, or when we did it against Norwich and bring Ben White in to go at right back, I reckon if we put Rob Holding, Murray, Ben White, but I think he's scared to do too many changes, or maybe, yeah. So that's a massive issue. Springing on Kieran Tierney, and the ironic thing is when we look at the goal, it's actually come from that side. I know it's not KT's fault. Lokonga loses the ball, but the ball's crossed from that left back position where you hooked Tavares, and at the end of the day, it didn't make much difference. Like, I know you wanted to shake the team up, but it didn't work. So on this occasion, I'm 100% behind Arteta, but I'm not with these decisions that were made. I'm not really sure about them. The centre of the park, miss Xhaka, we miss Partey. Coutinho, we've all called for him. So, some okay touches. Lokonga at fault for the goal, even though it was a handball, but it's at fault for the goal. But the main issues that we have is, like, we've seen it time and time again. And now I'm going to actually say Rob Holding for me, I know it's a squad player, but Rob Holding for me is now in the El Neni bracket. Rob Holding is now in the El Neni bracket. Let me say it one more time. Rob Holding is now in the El Neni bracket. I need to trust my players, and Rob Holding is a player, even though he's a squad player, he's not dependable. He's not Mr. Dependable. City heads the ball back, can see the goal. Today, losing the ball, mad headers. There was so many times we got away with one. If they were a different team pressuring us, some of his headers, it's just the quality is not there. Too many touches, 4 or 5 touches. I want to see one touch, set the touch, punch, set the touch, punch, set the touch, punch. Just 2 touches. If you can do it in one, even better. He's trying long balls. He's taking 6, 7 touches. I know it's not easy sometimes if the movement's not there. And I think this is probably where we missed Lacazette as well today, because Lacazette drops into holes. He comes up and holds it. And the thing is, we've seen it when we don't have leaders. And there was a lack of leadership in the team today. We didn't have no Xhaka, didn't have no Partey, didn't have no Lacazette. Massive level drop in terms of quality and know-how, and also leadership. Lokonga and Coutinho in the middle of the park. It was, I don't know. Saka did okay. I think they marshalled him quite well, but he still created a glorious chance, which Eddie Nketiah, how many times, and then he's smiling about it. How many times it's Eddie, and I know he's got the quality to finish that. He can finish these chances, but it's the second time now. So you're pushing and saying you want to start games week in, week out. You're given the opportunity, and when the opportunity for you to do your job and what you're paid for in the team, you want to be seen as a lead. You want to be seen as a starter in this team. So how can you get away with missing chances like this? How can we forgive missing chances like this? Like, and then you're just smiling about it and running back. Like, I saw you trying to take people on. You did okay in one or two aspects, but not enough. Not enough. We need more. We need absolutely more. Odegaard was alright. Nothing really. Let's keep him ticking. Martinelli, he was up against Spence and he had a lot of speed. And I'm not going to lie, Spence did very well. Did very well. I think a lot of players in the Premier League struggled to produce that. What Spence did against Martinelli, did very well. So, but what we got to do is, you know, FA Cup. It would have been nice, and I'm not going to knock the competition, but we're out of it now. The Arsenal fans were being idiots again. Like, you've only come to see the Arsenal and Wembley. Like, you look like a bunch of idiots singing these type of songs. Just why not just kick the team on, like get their heads switched on and really push them? Like, you look like a bunch of idiots. I hate that song. You come see the Arsenal, you only come see the Arsenal. I hate that song. Yeah, we're out of the cup. We got to dust ourselves off. We got a game in 4 days. If nothing's lined up for incoming transfer, we could be banging trouble, because that means we've got to go again. Because I can't see Xhaka being ready for that game, so we're going to go again with Coutinho and Lokonga in the middle of the park. So he's got to go really strong. He's got to go really strong against Liverpool, and the middle of the park is the massive concern. Because it could be a baptism of fire for some of these guys, unless we can. We own, like, and this is the leadership. Like, I'm with Edu. I'm not knocking it, but madness. Letting Niles go is absolutely madness. If we don't see an incoming transfer, that's just a lot of inexperience being flagged up and exposed. But anyway, we dust ourselves down. We get to Liverpool. We have to put in a performance just to stay in the tie, and then hopefully get players back for the second leg on the 20th. And then we got Tottenham as well on the 16th. So big decisions made. So we'll see what happens in the next week. Anyway, I'll be back a little bit more this week, hopefully. Definitely be back before the Liverpool game and talking around that. And then I'll definitely be back for the Spurs game. And if I can, come in between and start looking at some of the transfer targets. Had a couple of looks at the ones with, like, Danilo. I had a look at him. And I've only can go off YouTube because I don't watch Brazilian football. And I had a look at Guimarães of Lyon. Both look decent. Probably would be leaning towards Guimarães, the Lyon central midfielder, although Danilo looks all right, like, can switch the ball and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I'll go into that more in the week. So, chaps, that's me out. Disappointed to be out of the cup again, but if we're going to go out, might as well go out now. Just focus on the league. If we can get top 4, take that all day long. Anyway,